Well, good afternoon, everyone. I hope you enjoying your Tuesday. It's been very hectic in trucking industry because that power have been having some issues, and I hope you guys have plan A and B and C. As I always say, professional dispatcher have to have few plans. So if your dad was not working, I hope you were able to get to truck stop. Hopefully you will start using the brokers apps and were still able to book loads for your trucks. With all the craziness with the weather and snow, doesn't feel like it's gonna be snowing soon. It's nice and bright here in Chicago. It actually feels like spring. All snow is melting, but we have been noticing spot market prices, right? You probably were able to book loads with a very good rates, and your drivers are happy. How long is it gonna be continuing? Well, I think maybe day or two, and we're gonna go back to our February kind of national data. Many of you probably had to experience problems with drivers not able to start their trucks. Drivers were not really making to their deliveries. You were supposed to probably change delivery appointments. Maybe you had to stop your driver to make sure that they are safe on the road, because in the end of the day, no load is worth no driver's life. And you as a dispatcher, as a professional dispatcher, you guys need to realize that. Of course, pre-booking is great. Working on the same day, when it's at spot market, even better, because you can push the brokers, and when they do call you, we have all the power. Well, this week I have been experiencing that new stage because I took the project with a new carrier who I helped to set up company. I am his insurance agent, and I am also his factoring agent, and I am kind of his mentor, and now I'm his dispatcher. And I can tell you this, I forgot how hard it is already to be a new carrier with 1 week, 2 weeks of MC. But anyway, we are running. We actually gonna have a pretty good growth for a week. We're about 9,000 for the dry van, and our rate per mile is going to be around 276 to 80, which is not bad for the new carrier with one truck dry van in this market. But let me be honest with you, who can I book with? Well, the first one, and so far the 3 loads we did for TQL. So you can love and hate TQL, but guys, you have to be realistic. This is gonna be your number one carrier who will give you load even if you have 2 days of your MC active. Second chance, we have C.H. Robinson. So we got set up with C.H. Robinson. Did not find any good loads yet, but we are working on it. We are trying to get set up with other brokers, and I can be realistic. Some of them want us to be 60 days, 90 days, and it is challenging. But remember, we do have power. So if you really help them with picking up that load, they can waive it to you. And today, finally, we got set up with a new broker who also have been in a business for just few months. And I know them because they also have a trucking company. So it was funny because I remember actually 6 years ago when I came to trucking industry, and I decided to go and learn this business, and I had no experience. They were one of the companies which I came with my negotiation experience, with my personality, with the knowledge of how to negotiate, how to set up business. I am a business person. And you know what? They turned me down. And today when I was talking to their broker department, I told them the story and we were laughing. And the guy actually admitted, well, they kind of screwed up. They should have gave you a chance. But what I'm trying to tell you guys, beginning is not going to be easy. but you can improve, you can get better, and you can become that pro dispatcher. You can become that pro driver. You can start making money as an owner operator if you educate yourself. If you're gonna put time into it, if you're gonna learn the subject, and don't be ignorant. I came to this industry with no knowledge. Trucking was something new for me. Trucking, it was like what it is. It's a big truck. I didn't even know the trailer and truck has like 18 tires until I got my first invoice, after I already got 5 or 6 new trucks. And be honest with you, even till now, every time I bought the truck, I never went inside of the truck. Because as a woman in a business, I was choosing them by what? By color, by options, by dashboard, because I thought it's like buying a car, right? Now I learned my lesson. And when I see my invoices, like, no, we don't really need this. No, we need a better option. No, we need to negotiate when we are buying the new equipment. Same was with the leasing trucks, right? So I had a few friendships, and I believe few people gave me chances. And, on Chicagoland, Compass is big. And first, yes, they sold me trucks, and we were not that happy. Let's be honest, they took advantage of me. But then they made it up to me. They were really good to me. They were leasing trucks. So it's like love-hate relationship, but I don't blame them, guys. It is business. And if I would be the business of that owner at that time, I would be doing what it has to be done. Because sometimes being a business owner, it takes guts. And sometimes you cannot be friendly and sweet because in the end of the day, you need to make profit. But let's talk back about spot market, about being dispatcher, about opening that company. And why I'm doing this live video, because on Saturday, I'm going to be having my webinar again, how to open trucking company and not to do mistakes. It's 3 hours, and I will be going through opening USDOT, MC, IFTAR, UCR, clearinghouse, and everything else, while somebody is at my door disturbing my life. So probably some delivery. I guess they can just leave it there. Well, if you really thinking about opening your company, or maybe you open company, but you are still confused, I really suggest you to sign up for that. And also, as the owner of the company, you need to know safety and compliance, right? We're going to have another class in March. It's 4 days. It's not the beginner's class. It is intense safety and compliance. This is already for people who have company but need to catch up, or people who just don't really have that person who is going to be taking care of their safety. So, very important class. Lots of paperwork. Not as funny as my dispatch classes, or not as easy as webinar. I do need to make sure you guys understand subject. I do need to make sure you guys gonna be compliant. And I am trying to save you from buying MC again, closing the company, looking for somebody to give it to your company again. Don't do that. You can survive in trucking. You can build a good company. You just need to know what you're doing. And it gets harder and harder and harder to get just to buy MC from somebody, right? A lot of scams going on. And secondary, it's like buying unknown thing in the box, right? You open it, boom, surprise. Well, they have accidents. Well, they have unpaid claim. Do you want that? I don't think so. So you have to be smart. Also, let's talk about factoring. I did help a lot of people to switch to RTS and got them better results. And what I'm seeing, and I don't know if, don't take it personal. I don't know if it's European thing or something, but people are afraid to share. Well, Alex helped me. Alex got me a good deal. I don't know what is going on. Я не знаю, это наша европейская менталити, или это просто люди боятся, чтобы у кого-то было лучше. Sorry that I had to speak in Russian, because we do have a lot of Russian people, Russian-speaking people. Doesn't matter where we come from, most post-Soviet Union. But it is kind of, it is kind of sad that me as a person trying to help you, get you the better rates, get you the better packages, help you to open your companies. But when it comes to referrals, it's like, well, they're afraid to send you somebody. Why? Why? Guys, if I did a good job, I think I deserve that, right? If somebody is doing a good job selling you equipment, for example, I have my friend Natalia Olson. She is great with selling trucks. She's dedicated. Believe me, every time somebody is asking me that they are looking for new truck, for used truck, she's my number one person. If I have somebody buy houses, I do have few mortgage companies who I love to work with. I send them to them. I am not afraid to send referrals. So I don't know, is that something with a trucking going on or just mentality of trucking? But I'm trying to switch that. Guys, it's okay to share knowledge. It's okay to make sure that everybody else is doing better. Because if I do good dispatch, if you dispatch better and do not take the cheap loads, that's gonna be good for all of us, right? So I'm trying just to change this industry. Our dispatch classes fill out really fast. My express class, which is gonna be on March 8th, already filled out. I know some of you guys getting upset again because you wait till the last minute. Express class is just 10 students. And it's got pre-booked within 3 days because we have a lot of people who are already suffering. They open companies and they're at the point where they need to do something to save their investment. Because some people come to this industry without knowledge. Some people just think that they already know the thing. So I am adding another express class, March 22nd. It's not going to be every day. It's going to be every 2 days, but it is going to be faster phase. So please, whoever was getting upset, I will send you that schedule and hopefully I will be seeing will be seeing you in that class. My dispatch current class, we have like 20 people. They're doing great. Some people really working out of the box already. I see Brittany is watching. She's already developed website, great website, good job. She's already advertising. She's already looking for that first carrier, and believe me, she will succeed because she's a business-minded person. And today I will be making the video about the equipment because we all need to know the difference and what kind of equipment we have. Right? As a dispatcher, you need to know that. You need to know the maximum weight. You need to know how you're gonna post and just visualize. Even if you guys gonna be working with just dry van or the reefer, you still need to know all equipment we use in USA market. And as Brittany already knows, I like you to be professional. So if we are working in USA, please guys, for advertisement, use USA equipment, correct? We don't have some types of trucks because this is unprofessional unless you're going to be dispatching in Europe, unless you're going to be dispatching in Asia. Second question of the day, can I work as independent dispatcher? Can I still make money? Well, let's be realistic. Me, personally, I am a business-oriented person. I would never work for no one. That's why I always had businesses. And I work in my own schedule. I do work a lot. Don't think that just money comes from the trees. No, I did not find the tree yet. So I do work a lot. I like to do different things because it is my personality. I get too bored. That's why even with classes, I switch them. I have dispatch, safety, webinar. I still dispatch trucks because I just get too tired of the same scene over and over and over. I also do real estate business. I also insurance producer because I like to meet people. I like to help them. And here's my cat coming. So this is just me. But we have two different types of dispatchers. Dispatchers who are going to be working for the company. In this case, yes, you can still work from outside of USA. You can work in USA. You can work at home due to COVID, right? But still, you're gonna be company dispatcher because they're just gonna pay you salary. For example, they're gonna give you 5 to 10 trucks. It depends how many you can handle, and they're gonna pay you per truck, per maybe gross, some percentage. So this is employee relationship. You're not really independent dispatcher if you're working for one company. Well, let's talk about being independent dispatcher or independent dispatch service. Well, here it comes. You need to be a business person. See, like Brittany, she already knows she needs website. She already needs to put advertisement there, right? So that's something she's gonna do all the time, and she's gonna improve. But what's better? Well, she has a chance to make way more money. She can train her carriers, and she can start them from the way it should be. It's really hard to retrain people because they already set. And when you work just as a dispatcher, a lot of times it's not a fair relationship because a lot of times owners of the company are not really educated on logistics. So as a independent dispatch service, I think we can provide that personal touch. We can really see what this carrier needs. If he is new, if he just wants to be in this area, maybe he wants to be, so it's more personal. And that's why we are gonna work a little bit more. We're gonna give that personal touch, and that's why we're gonna charge a little bit more, guys. If I am giving you more service, if I am doing extra things like setting up your setup packet, I am still invoicing your loads because you're not familiar how to do it. If I am still negotiating better than your previous dispatch service or company you work, that's why, yes, that's why my fee is gonna be higher. But you have to look at the bigger picture. What is gonna be your gross per week? What is gonna be your gross per month? With a professional dispatch, you're gonna get higher volume. So that means a difference in 3-4% for my dispatch service, it's gonna be nothing. But I don't know, we're gonna ask soon my new carrier. Is it better to work with somebody who knows what they're doing, who is gonna make sure that loads are taken care of, your invoicing is taken care of, and you are on speed road to success, right? I mean, I'm a business person. I know nothing is free in life, especially in USA. If you want to get a good remodeling, you'd better pay a good money, right? And get some quality work. If you want to save a few $1,000s, maybe it's going to look the same, but you probably going to redo your kitchen 2 years or 3 years earlier than that. Same with dispatching. In my class, I have 2 different types of students. Business oriented and people who just want to find new job. And it's okay. We still have to know the same basics. We still have to know the negotiation skills. We still need to know the equipment. We still need to be organized. We still need to post the trucks. We need to have plan A, B, C, D. You know, duties and responsibilities are the same. But when you're a dispatch service, you have extra duties because it's a business. So you put it on your shoulders extra responsibility because it's like business. You need to advertise. You need to make sure you get extra service. Maybe you will need to get knowledge in safety and compliance. Maybe you can over IFTA calculations for carriers because they would like to have the same person to take care of their needs, right? If I dispatch you and you want me to do your IFTA as well, it's not that hard to do for me as long as you want me to provide the service. IRP accounts, permits, everything else, even folders for trucks, for driver, all those policies, you guys can add extra. It doesn't have to be included in only 4, 5, 6% dispatch. And believe me, professional dispatchers do not dispatch for 2-3%. Yes, outside of the country, where most of them don't even know geography, they don't really know what are they dealing with, and a lot of times they still do dispatch. But if you combine the things you have to go through, like unpaid loads, or maybe going through the snowstorms, because they don't really care what weather in USA, and sometimes they don't even know which state you in, and if it's okay to go right now to East Coast or West Coast. Is Wyoming close? So you get what you paid for. It's up to you. I am not here to negotiate which dispatch is better. I think anyone can be a pro if you learn the subject. You can be anywhere. You can be in Europe, you can be in Asia, you can be anywhere you want, or you can be working from home, as long as you educate yourself. Well, my students, and probably Brittany, yes, I am sending another homework. Today we're going to be working on a rate confirmation, RPM. I gave them a little break just because I knew that their heads are spinning. And as I said, it's not mandatory, it's optional. But if you really want to succeed, you're going to read every PDF I send. You're going to watch every little video I make, because I'm trying to make sure it's educational. So I want to change this industry. I want to make sure that we are doing better as industry whole. So that means that brokers start paying us a little bit better. And as you see right now, prices for fuel are going up. So that means we need to recalculate that bottom dollar sheet, right? Prices for fuel are skyrocketing right now. So that's going to affect our profits. So as a dispatcher, should you pay attention to that? Yes, you should. You should pay attention to that. Well, seasons are coming. So soon, hopefully, Florida's going to start paying with new produce, watermelon, salads, peppers, cabbage. Then hopefully we're going to have enough rain and California is going to do well this year. But if not, you guys need to have plan B, C, and D. You need to switch the area you go in. And sometimes you get too comfortable and your driver gets really comfortable. But that's where professional dispatcher watches the market, see the area, and is gonna advise. Well, for example, Mike, today we're not gonna be going to Georgia. Well, we're gonna be going maybe to Mississippi, or we're gonna go to South Carolina. You guys have to make sure you watch the news, you post the trucks in a different areas and search, and make few phone calls. Make it a habit, like a game. Even if you are dispatching one truck, play the game. What if I would send him to Kentucky? What would I do with him tomorrow? If you guys gonna do it every day, few hours a day, if you are new to this business, that things gonna start clicking to you. That's why even if I'm driving in a car and dispatcher and brokers call me, I already know my map. I approximately know the miles. I can be plus minus 50, 60 miles, but I already know what's going on, what kind of equipment. And right now I dispatch reefers and dry vans, but you know, I can dispatch anything. This is just my preference now. I probably would enjoy working with back with step decks and flatbeds because it was fun for me. It's like an extra game. Find that extra partial, you know, find another partial on the way to California or back. So that's why I love dispatching, because it's like, you know, I'm like a little investigator here. Oh, here, can I add this? Can I do this? Can I negotiate? And building the relationships. Being dispatcher, it's stressful, but it can be less stressful if you organize your time. If you know what you do in the morning, if you know what you do in the end of the day, if you know what you're doing on Friday, pre-planning, knowing where is your truck, when is he delivering, what kind of truck he has, what equipment, empty scale tickets, knowing what is he taking, what he's not taking. Does he has 2 load lugs, 4 load lugs? Does he has E-tracks? Does he has the straps? Does he has chains? Is he tarping? All of these things you need to know. And nobody's asking you to remember that. But you can make spreadsheet in front of you and update, right? You can update the VIN numbers. You can update the truck number, the trailer. and what equipment. So you should be talking to your driver once a week and see what's new. Maybe he needs to go and schedule his maintenance. So do you need to know where he's planning to do that? Well, you cannot load him and then he goes and he is waiting to do his maintenance for 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. And what I see with lots of European drivers, they try to go back to Chicago to do maintenance, well, because it's cheaper. They try to go and buy the tires because it's cheaper. Guys, actually, if you really want to calculate, sometimes you go back with a cheap rate to, let's say, back to Chicagoland, right? Believe me, it's a lot of good pricing on the road. You should get probably National Tires account. Your factory usually have discounts. You have to utilize all that knowledge, even with fueling, right? I hope you're using my carriers, they use RTS Pro because they can see the prices. But a lot of things can be done on the road. Sometimes going back to Chicago with a cheap load to fix what? To fix the filter on a reefer, or maybe adjust your tire, change few tires. If you really calculate, it's not worth it. I don't know, maybe it's me, a woman in a business, but I really don't believe it. It's yes, the big maintenance, you can buy, you can get better prices just because we have a lot of repair shops, but also, again, in the end of the day, you get what you paid for. Because if somebody's trying to fix your truck and you get 2 estimates, 18,000, 15,000 here, you find a shop who is willing to do for 6,000, well, I would be questioning that, But, maintenance, it's a different thing. Compliance, clearing house, hiring, drug test, company folders. So what do I tell my new carriers? I'm telling them that your driver folder and your company folder in your truck, this is the face of your company. Make sure it's clean. Make sure it's nice. Make sure you can find anything there, right? Registration, proof of MC, your insurance, your cab cards, your UCR registration, all your permits, New Mexico, Kentucky, New York, Oregon. Make sure it's displayed nice. Make sure your truck is kind of clean, right? Inside and out. Because if I would be an inspector and somebody's getting out of the truck and giving me the folder, which is kind of already nasty and gross looking, don't you think that it's kind of not a good feeling? So that's why they're gonna probably look extra close to what's going on. But simple rules, like securing your fire extinguisher, making sure that your signs are displaying the correct information, right? Make sure that it says your MC, USDOT, the city, the name of the company, Kentucky number, and 8 digits of the VIN number for Colorado. Everything else can be in folder. Also, you need to make sure you have New York sticker if you got one, if you're going to New York, and it should be in front of the truck on the driver's seat. That's about it. You need to make sure you have signs on your trailer, making sure that it's specified if it's 53-foot trailer or if it's 48. This is just a simple rules, but they are rules. You need to make sure you're doing PTI. You need to make sure you're doing post-trip inspection. Why, guys? Because sometimes, especially with the weather, when we have that snow, sometimes maybe your light is not working. So are you going to be driving for the whole week trying to get back to Chicago with illegal lights? Or you should stop and make sure you fix it. That's why a lot of people who come to my safety classes, they're asking, Alex, how can we fix all these violations? How can we file data queue? Guys, you cannot file data queue for things which should be fixed right away. Because that means that your driver does not do PTI. That means that he does not do post-trip inspection. That means that he is taking that truck on the road with illegal brakes, illegal tires, and all other things. So nothing you can data queue which is illegal. yeah, sometimes you get stopped and maybe officer did not give you the correct violation, or they mistakenly assign you to the different MCDOT. We can fight that. Sometimes if you get a speeding ticket and you're lucky to get the ticket and you fight it in court, yes, we can change it. We can change that to less points in data queue. But if you guys get the warning, if you're not maintaining your truck, what are you gonna prove to DOT? Well, we were driving with illegal tires, we had 6 tires, now we switch it, please remove from my safety. Well, guys, you shouldn't be driving, right? Because if your driver is professional driver, he should tell company, well, I cannot keep going until we change the tires. And a lot of times drivers are missing that, because, for example, me, I don't see my trucks for 2, 3, 4 weeks sometimes. And it is responsibility of the driver to let me know, well, Alex, we need to do this, this, and this. And I am, as the owner of the company, I need to decide that, yes, we're gonna go and do this right now. Because I don't want violations. I don't want my safety records to go down, because it's gonna make my dispatching a nightmare. Believe me, doesn't matter how much experience you have, but if you are working for the company which safety goes down, nobody's gonna be working for them. Nobody's gonna be giving them a good load. Doesn't matter if I am gonna dispatch or new dispatcher is gonna dispatch. It doesn't matter. Safety is number one. Your safety is going to affect your dispatching. Your dispatching is going to affect your profits. And your profits is going to affect how long you're going to survive in this business. So this is like a circle. Like I tell my students, A, B, C, D, we're going in a circle, right? Loading, unloading, loading, unloading. And we always coming back to the same point where we start, right? Same with the safety. Preventive maintenance, making sure you check, make sure that you improve, educate your drivers, do the training, do the paperwork, make sure that you check the regulations, and you as a owner should know all these changes. So if you decide to be an owner of trucking company, you can hire me as your safety advisor, but as the owner, I think it should be a rule that you should go through some safety training. Because how can you run trucking company and make sure your drivers are doing the good things and your dispatchers are booking legal runs, or they not overbooking the drivers, or they not sending them to the dangerous areas, or they simply even understand what is HOS. It was so funny. I was teaching dispatch service from outside of the country. And when we got to point and we were talking about HOS hours, they just told me, what do you mean HOS? We just have a Telegram group, right? They don't know HOS. So how can you dispatch? How can you dispatch trucks without knowing hours of service? Tell me that. I am glad they have a Telegram group. I'm not going to go to the subject of faking logbooks and everything else, but educate yourself, at least know the principles. And I'm not going to be calling names and telling, but it's kind of upsetting, It's kind of upsetting that the people even admit to that. Well, I don't know HOS hours, but I've been dispatching for 2 years. How? How can you dispatch without knowing the basics? That's the same as not knowing what kind of truck and trailer your driver has. So it's a lot of ignorance and a lot of uneducated people here. But I see the switch. I see the new people coming into this industry, and they are eager to learn. They want to improve, and they want to provide better service. And I have so many examples of my previous students, my current students, who are improving and who will be a great addition to this industry. And I'm very proud that in some way I can touch their lives, I can improve their knowledge, and hopefully I will see them grow and become mega carriers. Hopefully one day they're gonna say, Alex, thank you, because of your class or because of your little help, I learned this industry, I improved, I know what I'm doing, or maybe I can just stop some people from coming to this industry, right? Because trucking is not for everyone. Trucking is stressful industry. It's a lot of liability, a lot of regulations, but it can be done. It can be manageable. The only thing, just educate yourself. Well, I'm going back to finishing my video about equipment, and it's gonna be posted on YouTube hopefully later today. We'll see how my patience goes with editing and checking extra info. But I would love to see you subscribe to my YouTube channel, support my little road to success, because I want to empower especially women in this industry. I really think that we can manage companies. I really think we can be a good dispatchers. We can really bring that sophistication to this business, and we can switch to better industry, because we do deserve respect. We do deserve get paid better as carriers, as dispatchers. And I think that besides all the regulations that FMCSA gives to us all the time, they should appreciate us, because without trucking, without drivers on the road, I don't think we would be surviving COVID and all other things which going on. Our trucks are feeding families, they are bringing everything we need. So unfortunately, we still underappreciated. And I want, if any of you guys are drivers out there, I want to make sure to say thank you to you. Thank you for going on the road, being away from your families, still making sure that America is a great country. And also it is a great opportunity to have your own business, family business, mega business. You can be part of it. It's a huge industry. And I just want you to make sure you help each other. Don't be that person who knows some things and not telling friend or family on purpose. And like, let's forget that. You know, it's okay to share information. It's okay to tell somebody, no, you should do this way, because it's better to learn on somebody's mistakes. So I hope you guys gonna be positive in trucking. I hope you're gonna see me in the classes, or you're just gonna watch my videos. I am wishing you a good week. Make sure spot markets are paying well, but it's gonna switch. So start pre-booking. We're gonna switch probably by the end of the week, and then we're gonna have higher market again, probably after March 15th, because what's gonna happen? It's not gonna be snow, right? The construction's gonna happen. So my dispatchers already know. So step decks, flatbeds, they're gonna start taking those construction loads. They're gonna start bringing the equipment, right? So that means that rates are gonna go back for the drive-in, and then produce gonna happen, right? So then reefers are not gonna take those loads with the juice or dry goods, because we're gonna be busy with produce. So this is going over and over again. That's why you need to make sure you watching the market, you understand the seasons, you know the different equipment, and you staying up to date. National data for today, what's going on. Make sure you choose all those extra options and tools right now on truck stop, on that, tri-haul, all other things they are provided for you. You just need to educate yourself. Take advantage of the direct load boards. Make sure you make that relationship, and you have one representative in TQL, in CH Robinson, in Coyote who really likes working with you. That's what's gonna get you that extra few $100s every time. Personal relationship. You need to make sure you build them. You need to make sure you represent your company well, and you can succeed. If I could have done it, you can do it, and we all can be successful and profitable in trucking. Well, done for today. See you soon. For my students, sending you homework in 5-10 minutes. Make sure you start working on it, and cannot wait to see my class, because this week we're gonna have practice. So we're gonna see those skills, right, Brittany? We're gonna see those phone calls. We're gonna see those negotiation, and it's gonna be fun for me, because now I am just gonna be sitting and enjoying my students. So I will see how much they improved. I will see how they're using the skills, and then we're gonna have 10 days to still prepare and finish very strong. And probably some of them, I'm gonna see them Saturday on how to open your company webinar, and also my safety classes and IFTA classes. Well, happy trucking. Stay safe on the road. I hope it's no more snow. We have a beautiful day in Chicago. Feels like spring. I feel lots of energy today. I think sun makes a difference. So hopefully we guys already survived the winter, and we are looking for the very productive spring and fabulous summer, and it's going like in trucking. Season change, rates change, up and down, but if you know what you're doing, you always gonna be on top. Love you all. See you soon. Bye.